Hello and welcome to Tech 24. I'm Julia Seeger. Coming up in the show, the world's biggest technology showcase has kicked off in Las Vegas, and this year, artificial intelligence is taking center stage. Our in-house expert Dhananjay Khadilkar will bring in some gadgets fresh off the CES floor and tell us more about the show's highlights. But first, this year marks the Consumer Electronics Show's 50th anniversary. The first CES kicked off in 1967 with 250 exhibitors and more than 17,000 attendees gathered in New York City. Since then, as you know, CES has moved to Las Vegas and has grown by more than tenfold. And from the camcorder to the CD player and the Xbox and the plasma TV, some of the best-known technologies of all time have debuted at CES. Let's take a quick look back.
Step into the past and look at the technology of yesterday's tomorrow. The world's first consumer electronics show debuted in New York in 1967, though moved to Las Vegas as black and white gave way to color and the objects on display became ever more sophisticated. 1995 saw the ancestor of today's e-watches, a digital watch that gave the temperature, stock prices, and even let the modern businessman change their schedule on their computer. The other big trend that year, mobile phones that you could customize by color. A little jump in time, 12 years in fact, and in San Francisco, a certain Steve Jobs unveiled something that could do far, far more. But smartphones were just another milestone on the road of progress at the CES, one that will likely see future generations looking back nostalgically at 2017's self-driving vehicles and the early iterations of artificial intelligence.
And it's time to welcome our in-house expert, Dhananjay Khadilkar, who's made a selection of some of the most impressive gadgets that were at the show this year. Hello and welcome, Dan.
Thank you, Julia.
Let's talk about drones. They got plenty of attention this year at the CES.
Yes, particularly this drone called PowerRay, which is an underwater drone. It's very useful for recreational fishing. So this drone can dive deep, almost 30 meters, which is 100 feet into the sea, wherever you want to fish. It comes with an optional sonar equipment, so it can look for fish 40 meters below it. It also has a 4K camera, so it can capture great images underwater. It can also, of course, catch images of fish, so it will help you in maybe dropping your bait. It also comes with an option of this bait, so you can have a bait hooked onto it, and then you decide where to place it. Then it has a VR option as well. So if you want to control this drone using virtual reality, you can do so by just moving your head. So all in all, it is loaded with features, and it's something new. We have seen drones on land, but this is the first time I think that a recreational drone has been launched, which is underwater.
So that's for fun and games. Now, on a more serious topic, road safety, you have here a helmet that has a smart brake light.
That's right. As a scooter rider, I can appreciate its value. Essentially, it is a detachable system, so you can attach this to your helmet using a magnet. Now, what it does is it enhances the intensity of the light, the brake light. Now, by placing this device on the helmet, it comes in line with the vision of the car drivers which are following you. So what it does is it has an accelerometer. It comes with gyroscope. So if you decelerate, the light turns red. As you can see here, with a motion of my hand, I'm trying to demonstrate it. So that's what happens when you're riding a motorcycle and you brake, the light turns on. At the same time, you can have a flashing light option. So the light keeps on flashing all the time, which is great for foggy conditions or in rain, and it's really useful. Now, the most interesting part about this device, which comes with an application, is that in that application, you have to include all your details, your blood type, your age, if you have any health problems.
Right.
Exactly. If God forbid you get involved in an accident, then this device detects, first of all, that you are in an accident. It calls you twice. The app calls the phone twice. And if you don't respond, then this app directly contacts those numbers which you have fed in the application as an SOS call. So it's very useful if you are, for example, not in a position to speak. This app will do the necessary action.
And now, health technology has also attracted much attention at the CES. We have one gadget here. It's called BlueTense. What is it all about?
Well, BlueTense is again made by a French company. It is a portable electrotherapy device. As you can see, it's very small. You can just put it in your pocket and you can have electrotherapy on the go, whether you are at work or whether you're at home. So it works, it comes with a dedicated application. So on that application, you can choose 15 different, from 15 different body parts, whether it's your shoulder, your back, your thigh or ankle, and you can have a different kind of therapy. So if you just want to feel relaxed, you can choose a mode on the app. If you want to alleviate the pain, say in your shoulder, you can do the same thing through the app.
So it's like a portable masseuse.
Exactly, but of course it's not a direct replacement to the professional masseurs. But yes, if you want something on the go and quickly, you can use it, and you can change the intensity using this wheel. And it's very small. It comes with 4 electrodes.
And now you have one last gadget. It's a smart hairbrush.
Well, it's a joke on me. I mean, it's of no use to me, but certainly.
Well, maybe you should have used it a little bit more.
Yeah, I should have, but it didn't exist, so I couldn't. Yeah, so this is a hairbrush made by Withings, which is now owned by Nokia and L'Oreal. It is, again, a connected hairbrush. It comes, or it's equipped with a gyroscope accelerometer, which analyzes and detects your brushing patterns. It also comes equipped with a transducer, so it senses the pressure at which you are brushing your hair. And it comes with some conductivity sensors, so it knows whether you are brushing your hair when your hair is dry or wet. For sure, I'm not going to use it.
Well, thank you so much, Dan. Well, people look to the CES to get a glimpse of their digital future. And this year, one specific technology has taken center stage, and that is artificial intelligence. Its applications can be witnessed in all domains, from health to automobile, computing, and wireless living. Our correspondent Naibe Ronoso and Loïc Piala have this report.
It's the star of CES this year, the self-driving car. Several car manufacturers showcased their progress. A key component in this Korean model, sensors with peripheral vision.
And what these are looking for is, for example, things like pedestrians crossing a crosswalk.
These sensors function as the car's eyes. Its memory is a high-detailed map of the streets. And the brain, artificial intelligence, which analyzes all the gathered data.
That combination together allows the cars to then make decisions on whether, whether to turn or drive faster or slower.
AI goes beyond the automobile industry. It's everywhere at the show, from the smart home to the personal assistant. It penetrates even the most basic parts of life.
And it tells you if you are at the right place in your mouth or in the wrong place.
Colibri invented the first intelligent toothbrush. This creation is the pride of this Parisian startup. At $129, it's not a gadget. It analyzes every brush and suggests adjustments.
The technology has captured data on millions of different brushes that people have had over 3 years. That way it knows just where to go.
And of course, you can't talk about artificial intelligence without talking about robots. And there were a lot of them here at CES this year, and some of them do multiple things like security, edutainment, and even elder care, like Buddy. Hello, Buddy. How are you?
I am doing great. You seem like you are in a good shape too.
Buddy there, that's with our correspondent in Las Vegas. There's been more and more domestic robots hitting the market lately. We've seen Google Home, Jarvis, the home AI developed by Mark Zuckerberg and presented in a very funny video. And of course, Amazon Echo that's in the news right now because it could be the key to solving a murder case in Arkansas.
That's right. The police have asked Amazon to hand over data of an Echo device which belonged to a suspect. Now, police feel that, Echo itself is not only a speaker, hands-free speaker, but also contains microphones, and it records, all the sounds. It also reacts to voice commands. So there's a feeling that perhaps Echo this particular Echo device could be holding vital clues in solving this murder mystery.
So far, Amazon has refused to hand over the data, but thank you so much, Dan. We're going to move on now to Test 24. It was a huge hit at the CES this year. Cubo, the educational robot for kids, teaches them how to code, but without a computer or a tablet, Dan.
That's right. It's an educational intuitive robot made by a Danish startup. It essentially consists of three parts. One is its brain, which contains logic and behavior. Second is its body, which contains motors and batteries. And third are the tactiles, which are essentially the coding lines. So children can put these tactiles using logic, and the robot will do the rest. So for example, here, as just to demonstrate how children can learn language, I've put the spelling of house, and let's see how the robot reacts to the spelling if it's in correct order. So it moves, and if it is happy, it will emit a sound. And if the spelling is not correct, then it will turn around. It won't do the entire course, as we'll see here.
So you took out the U.
Yes, and I'm just putting the tactiles in a
different
wrong order. Yeah. And now, as you can see, he's not happy. It turns around. So it's a great way of teaching children how to not only code, but also to improve their linguistic skills. And it's a fun way because this is like a game for them.
Right. And I'm sure you used that when you were younger. Lego, the new generation of Lego, at least, it's called Lego Boost, and it's set to turn any Lego into a robot.
That's right.
Essentially.
And yes, similar to Kubo, it's also a Danish company, and it is a hybrid of building and coding. So the Lego Boost, it comes with building instructions and coding commands as well. Now you have a dedicated app for using the Lego Boost, and with this you can have 5 different Lego creations. You can have 60 different uses or applications for learning to code. It is for children that are slightly older, between 7 to 10.
Well, it's time to wrap up this week's edition of Tech 24, dedicated to the 2017 Consumer Electronics Show. Thanks for watching, and do stay with us here on France 24.